Hey, y'all. God's been laying a message on me for a bit, and I don't mean a biblical message. Um, Over the last couple weeks, a lot of people in the periphery of my life have been committing suicide. And I've heard so many statements and so many questions about people who just don't understand how they got there. And if you honestly want to understand how they got there and what's there, stick with me. Stick with me through a couple of stories first. Like, I have a friend who got hurt really bad in an accident a few years ago, and one of their legs had been crushed. And the doctors worked and worked and worked and worked and worked and worked and worked. But no matter what they did, he was in agony. And it finally just got to the point that they amputated the leg. That was the only way that they could ease his pain. When I was a kid, we had a little dog named Bimbo. A little black and white thing. I can still remember it like it was yesterday. And Bimbo got hit by a motorcycle, and I went running out. And I went to grab him, and he turned around and he bit me. My dog bit me. And I didn't understand it. And my mama had to explain to me that he was just in pain. So he struck out at the first thing that was there. And then I hurt him if I tried to touch him. Then I want you to think about somebody who's trapped in a room with 10,000 bees. Or we'll make it 10,000 skeeters even. And after so many bites or stings or whatever, they just can't take it anymore, and they got to get out of that room. They got to get out. It doesn't matter that 5 different friends are going to come over to help them with it or anything, because right now they got to get out of that room. And that's the way suicide is for folks. Right now they got to get out of the room. They're in pain. They're in agony, and they hurt. And they just want it to stop. And we talk about how, it's the most selfish thing in the world. But you know what? When you're hurting, you will be selfish. When you're in agony, you just want it to stop. And it doesn't matter that 14 or 15 friends have called and said, I'm going to come over and help you get out of that room. I'm going to come over and help you with your bee problem, because right now you're in that room with those bees and you just want out. You leaving the room's not going to get the bees out of it. It's not going to clear the house, but it's going to get you out of it. Them killing themselves ain't going to fix the problem, and they know that. It's just going to get them out of the pain. A buddy coming over and getting stung 10,000 times with you isn't going to ease your pain anymore. When it comes to suicide, all we can do is recognize when they're in that pain and help stop it before it gets too late. Do you understand? We got to get there before. Not when it's come to that point that they've had 9,999 stings. Because when that 10,000th one comes, they're going to break. I was talking with a guard from a prison, and I asked him, I said, is it really true that there are a lot of good people locked up in prison? He said, yeah, probably about 80% of the ones that he personally had to deal with were good people who just made a mistake. Folks, these are good people. Intelligent, caring, loving people that have just gone so long that they can't take it anymore. That last straw has come on the camel's back. They got to get out of that room with the bees. You got to start killing the bees before it gets too late. That's why they commit suicide. God told us, they will know that you are mine by the way that you love each other. And I'm going to tell you just straight up, we're all too busy and concerned about ourselves. And then we sit and we want to talk about how the other person's selfish. Really? You offered 5 seconds of help and you said, I'm going to come. But did you go over and hold their hand and take them through it? Did you just put more than 5 minutes into it? You know they're going through something, and if they call you, do you not think that that's why they're calling? They will know you are mine by the way you love each other. We got to do a better job of that. God bless.